Yeah, good morning, students. The last class, we have seen the Newton's second law and the derivation. That we do expect for 5 marks. What did we see? F is equal to ma. Constant we taken unity value, unity 1. Arbitrary chosen. Okay, why these constants are using? You right now you cannot understand. You will see that in higher classes. Till then you don't worry about the constant values. Clear? Proportionality constants. Now, what was the last equation? F is equal to ma. What F stands for? Force. M stands for mass. A is acceleration. Of who? So, if an object is there, let us say this object mass is m. It's resting on a horizontal surface. Now, if this F applies on this body, it accelerates. In which direction? The direction of force. Clear? So, here suppose F applying and it accelerates. Okay? So, first we will see this. F force SI unit is Newton. Okay? What is that? We call it as Newton. Or how do we write these units? kg meter per second. Second square. Acceleration is meter per second square. Okay, if you want to write complete scientist name, write in small letters. If you want to write only capital, you want to starting letter, that will be capital N. Dimension formula. What is M dimension formula? M acceleration L t power minus 2. This is the dimensional formula. Force is a vector quantity. What is this? Is a vector quantity. Force is vector quantity. Then how do we define 1 Newton? Definition of 1 Newton. From this formula only we will do F is equal to ma. Suppose if we take mass of the object 1 kg, we apply the force. Let us say you take it this as 1 kg. We apply the force so that this force can, if this force accelerates 1 kg object 1 meter per second square, then the amount of force said to be 1 Newton. So M is 1, A is 1 meter per second square. Okay, then the amount of force applied said to be, what is this? 1 Newton. How do you define? The amount of force which produce 1 meter per second square acceleration of 1 kg body or 1 kg object. Or that's all. That force we call it as 1 Newton. The amount of force said to be 1 Newton when it produces 1 meter per second square acceleration in 1 kg of 1 kg mass. Clear? Or 1 Newton defined as the amount of force that produces 1 meter per second square in 1 kg of mass. Understand now? Now, in this F is equal to ma. This M stands for here is not a single force. It is net force. What is this? F stands here net force. Here only one force is acting, the net force is F. Suppose on the same object, if one force is acting F1 like this, another force is acting like this, F2. Okay? Another force is acting like this, F3. Then how do you write? Then F is equal to ma for this object. Which force do you take? There is a question. So we will take the effect of these three. So that we call it as a net force or resultant of forces. You know how to find the resultant using vectors. Force is a vector. So whatever the formula, resultant formula is there, vector, that we apply. Understand? Don't think F is a single force. It is not single force. It is net forces. Net force means the effect of all forces acting on the object or a body. Okay, if we have a force x direction, then how do you write? Then Fx is equal to max. If you have a force along y direction, F into my. F is equal to my. F z along z direction, m into a z. So these are all we will use in problems in numericals based on the question. Okay. Internal force in the system are not to be included in F. What is internal force? What is external force? That you will see in the next lesson. Clear? Wow, that you will see in work, power, energy. I hope in that are the system of particles. In the next lessons, you will see what is internal force and what is external force. But we do not consider in this lesson internal force. We will take only external force. Okay? Very simple to understand. See, inside, this is an object, right? In this object, what happened? Molecules are there. Okay? Due to this molecular force, body will not accelerate. By applying external, when we apply the force, this body will accelerate. Am I correct or not? There are forces inside that are atomic forces that will not affect, that we do not consider. Okay? Very simple. Now, this is the bar, vehicle. We are applying externally. Passengers who are inside, if they apply the force on these walls, now external force is not there. They are applying force on these walls. There are 5 passengers or 6 passengers. They are applying force on this wall or vehicle. Each vehicle moves. We do not. Once if you apply the external, then it's start force. So this force will accelerate the vehicle, but not this force. Understand? So this we call it as the internal forces. Am I correct? So don't think about these internal forces. We will consider external force. I mean in this lesson. If that we will see. Most probably you don't find that question. So don't worry. Now come to example problem 2. A bullet of mass 0.04 kg is moving with a speed of 90 meters per second, enters a heavy wooden block and stops after a distance of 60 centimeters. What is the average resistive force exerted by the block on the bullet? Okay? A bullet of mass m is equal to 0.04 kg. It moves with a speed v is equal to 90 meters per second. Enters in a heavy wooden block and stopped after a distance of s is equal to 60 centimeters given. This you take it into, convert into meters, 10 power minus 2 meter per second. So whenever we solving the problems, okay, all physical quantities we will take in SI units. Okay. If not, some in the question to check our ability, in the questions they will give some physical quantities in SI unit, some physical quantities in CGS units. So we need to convert to which SI system. Understand? So that's why centimeters I converted into meters, not meter per second. It is centimeter CGS system, meters SI system. Okay, 1 centimeter carries 10 power minus 2. Already you have seen conversion. Now they are asking F. If you think once a bullet enters into the wooden block, what happened? This wooden block, this bullet try to move in this forward direction, but wooden block what it offers force in opposite direction. So that it travels at a distance, it embedded into this and then stops. So they are asking what is the force exerted by the block on the bullet. It's nothing but F. Then how do we read it? We know the formula, force formula, that is M into A. F is equal to M into A. Okay? M is given. Clear? Okay? M is given. Bullet mass is given. Acceleration is not given. Then how? So that is important. Framing the relation. We have mass already there, no problem. V and S star. S is there. Okay, V in the sense you take this as initially U. Finally, what happened? Bullet after traveling 60 centimeter, is bullet is moving? No, it's stopped. So what is the final velocity? Is 0. Then final velocity is equal to 0. Think what is the which equation relates this U, V and S according to straight line motion. That is what? V square minus U square is equal to 2A. Yes. Clear? So final velocity is 0. So this is minus V square is equal to, U square is equal to 2A. Yes. A is equal to what? Minus V square U square by 2S. This A substitute here. F is equal to minus M into U square by 2. Yes. Now see, we got correct formula now. See, M, U, S. All are there in the information, the given question. Understand? Minus sign indicates what? It is acting, it is resistive force. Okay, one suppose a force accelerates, positive acceleration is there, that is no problem with positive. A force which giving negative acceleration, deceleration, that force we will take it as negative. Understand? Which opposite direction, acts opposite direction. Clear? A bullet velocity decreasing or increasing? Bullet velocity increasing or decreasing? Decreasing. Acceleration is positive or negative? So minus A. You can take here also. If you take it here minus A, then what will happen? This will become minus. Minus minus will cancel. We will get plus and plus. Okay? If you take a deceleration here, then you will get F positive. If you do not consider deceleration here, then you will get negative force. It's only depend on how we are describing. So F is equal to M U square by 2. Now substitute M value. What is that? 0.04. What is U value? 90. So 90 square is there. 90 into 90 by 2. What is the displacement or distance? 60 into 10 power minus 2. Okay. Now this 2 goes up. So 0.04 into 90 into 90. If it goes up, it is plus 2. It will become plus 2. 2 into 60. 1 0 0 cancel. 2 ones 0.02. Here it is 3 2s 3 30s and 2 ones 2 15. Am I correct? Now multiply. This is 10 power 2 is there, 0.02 is there. Then what will happen? This will become, I am writing here solution. 0.02 into 10 power 2. What is that? 2. There is no denominator. So 2 into 15 into 9. Am I correct? Right. Multiply, you will get the answer. 30. 30 into 9. U square by 2. Yes. 2 into S 60, right? Acceleration calculated. So 30 into 9, 270 newtons. Clear? So this block offering 270 newtons or block getting force on the bullet is 270 newtons. I hope you understand how to frame the how to calculate this. For a given, this known formula is F is equal to ma, but information is not given directly. So we need to alter the formula according to given information. We are not writing new formula, we are changing the formula, that's all. Here we are writing in terms of U and S according to given information. Next, example 3. The motion of the particle of mass m is described by y is equal to ut plus half gt square. Find the force acting on the particle. 3. Example 3. Mass is given m and the displacement of the body is given. What is that? Y is equal to ut plus half gt square given. They are asking force acting on the body. F they are asking. We have the formula F is equal to ma. M already there, no problem. Then we need to find A. How? Think. Displacement is given. How do we get acceleration? Instantaneous acceleration. How do you get? A, how do we write acceleration according to straight line motion? A is equal to dv by dt. Whereas how do we write? V is equal to ds by dt. Here S stands for displacement. In our equation y stands for displacement. So this I can write dy by dt. So by doing this differentiation, we will get V. Again, if we differentiate V, we will get A. Okay, that here we can substitute here. First I am finding V, differentiating this equation. D by dt of ut plus of gt square. So this we can write d by dt of, separately you write ut plus d by dt of gt square. Then this is, how do you, u is not related to t, so outside write u dt by dt plus of g outside dt square by dt. This is 1 dt by dt. Differentiation of t with respect to t is 1 dx by dx. Already are given. So this is u into 1 plus of g. T square differentiation in 2t. Okay, this 2 cancel. So u plus g. Am I correct? Okay. Now this is what? Velocity. Now again differentiate. You will get acceleration. So A is equal to d by dt of what? Did we get V? U plus gt. Then this is du by dt plus d by dt of gt. U is 1 here. It's constant. Initial velocity but not related to time. So this is 0. Plus this is g dt by dt. This is equal to dt by dt 1. So g into 1 g. So A value is g. So this F is equal to mg. Which force is acting on the object? Mg. Understand? Next, impulse. Important discussion. This is impulse. Impulse. Okay? Impulse means the force acts in short interval of time. That we call it as an impulse. Okay? We are already seeing force. If that force acts in short interval of time, instantly, then that we call it as an impulse. Impulsive force. Clear? It's nothing but changing momentum. Okay? So impulse we denoted with J. Some I, letter I, of course impulse is there, but we denoted with, it's depend on textbook, but in our textbook we can mention what? They did not mention, they mention only impulse itself. So impulse, okay, this is equal to force into time. Force into time. Clear? Short interval, large force or a force acts in short interval of time. Okay? So you might have seen this in cricket. When players catching a ball, if they during the catch, if their hands, if they do not lower this, then what happened? Ball will bounce from in player's hand and it's fall. So if they catch during the catch, if they lower their hands with the ball, what happened? They can catch safely. Otherwise, what happened? If keep that hands without lowering, ball bounce. Means by lowering the hands, what happened? We are increasing the duration of time. If we keep it as it is, then what happened? Duration of time is very short. Immediately ball bounce. If you lower, what happened? Impact time decreasing. Okay? That's why for a safe catch, players lowers their hand. So, but impulse is what? Force acts in short interval of time. Because of impulse, what happened? Ball bounces. So, how do you define impulse? You just write the force acts in short interval of time. What is the formula? Already we have seen force. Force is, what is that formula? L into A into time t. Okay? How do we write from kinematics? V minus U by T into T. From the first equation, kinematic first equation, V is equal to U plus AT. So AT is equal to V minus U. A is equal to V minus U by T. Right? This T cancels. MV minus MU. Clear? Okay? Suppose, now how to understand this? This is the object. Clear? It's already in motion. Its velocity u. We apply the force in a short interval of time. Then what happens? This velocity changes to v. Am I correct or not? Now mass is remains same. M and M. Clear? So time is not large, very short interval of time. Already we mentioned, to understand the second law, mass into velocity what? Momentum. So M into U. U is initial velocity, so I can say initial momentum. This is Pi. And this is velocity V. In the F is acted in short interval of time, velocity of the body changes to U into V. Then this is P final M into V. So this is final momentum, this is initial momentum. What did we get? Difference in momentum. So impulse is what? Mv minus mu. And we need to take direction also. In this example, initial momentum and final momentum are in same direction. So mu, this is positive, minus is there already, minus already there in the formula, and mu also positive. So minus into plus minus 1. So this actually, how do we write regarding to this example? Mv minus plus mu. Then what do you do? Mv minus mu. Clear? This I apply for this situation. Clear? But impulses is changing momentum or force acting short interval of time. How do you write SI unit? How do you write? Momentum unit ಏನು? kg meter per second. Change in momentum itself is a change in momentum only. Am I correct or not? Change in momentum minus momentum. Displacement minus displacement, displacement only. Acceleration minus acceleration, acceleration only. Velocity minus velocity, velocity only. Clear? So, momentum, difference in momentum is nothing but momentum. Momentum unit is nothing but impulse. Right? So, what is the dimensional formula? M into V. So, momentum dimensional formula only. So, M into V means what? This is M, L, T power minus 1. We do expect question. Name any two physical quantities, they have same dimensional formula. Then how do you write? Momentum and impulse. Understand? Make a note. You can write another unit also directly from this one. Force unit Newton. Time unit second. Newton second. You can write both. NS or kg meter per second. Clear? Now we will see example problem. Okay, now example problem 4. A batsman hits back a ball straight in the direction of the bowler without changing its initial speed of 12 meter per second. If the mass of the ball is 0.15 kg, determine the impulse imparted to the ball. Assume that linear motion means after hit, ball moves along straight direction. Okay, this is example 4. Okay, so just ball coming straight in this direction. Okay, before hit, mass of the ball is given 0.015 kg, I think. 0.015 kg, right? 0.15 kg. 0.15 kg. Coming with initial velocity u. What is that u? U is given 12 meter per second. After hit, again in the same direction it is going like this. Initial direction is this one, final direction is this one, V. Okay? They are asking impulse imparted. Then impulse is equal to mv minus mu. Clear? Now, final direction is moving positive direction. If this is moving, final is along which direction? X direction. Positive direction is moving. What about initial direction is opposite to the, positive direction, right? So, mv already positive minus. This minus is there in the formula. Mu is acting negative direction. So this is minus mu. Then mv plus mu. This is the impulse imparted. So substitute their values. What is the mass? What is common here? M is common. V plus u. Okay. Then what did they mention? V. According to question, the bowler hits back straight in the direction of the bowler without changing its initial speed. So final speed also same, 12 meter per second. Then this will be, what is the mass? 0.15 into 12 plus 12. So 0.15, 24, 24, 15, 20. 12, 10, 12, 4, 1, 4, 2, 0, 6. This is 360. How many decimals are there? 2. So 3.60 Newton second. Okay, sometimes we do expect question in what is a competitive Same they will ask, what is the impulse important? Then initial velocity, final velocity same. In that case, this is 2m. Okay, mv plus mu. U and v same. If u and v same, then what will be the answer? mv plus mv. That is 2mv or 2m u. Okay, but it's depend on the options. Clear? Okay, this is the example problem 5. Next, Newton third law of motion. Newton third law. Well known. Everyone knows this. Newton's third law. Third law of motion. I think the definition not required because everyone knows. But you have seen only definition. Then how where it acts, how it acts, we will see now. What is that? To every action there is always an equal and opposite reaction. What is the statement? Every action there is always an equal and opposite reaction. Clear? I repeat again. To every action there is always an equal and opposite reaction. Now we'll see. Now this is an object and this is another object. Let us say this is A and now these two are in contact. A is applying force in this direction, F, A, B. Immediately B will apply the force on A. This is F, B, A. This is right. We will write it. Force on B by A. This is force on A by B. Clear? In this we cannot say which is action, which is reaction. Which is action, which is reaction, we cannot say. But statement is correct. Every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Which is first? Action first or reaction first? We cannot say. Both simultaneously occur. Clear? So this action reaction will be acts on two bodies, not on single body. If B is not there, what is the force acting A? We cannot say. It's meaningless. So action reaction occurs simultaneously and action reaction acts on two bodies, not on single body. Action reaction develop when two bodies are in contact. Otherwise not. Okay? If rocket propulsion is there, but don't think rocket only one object. Clear? Another object is the what? The gases which is coming out of the rocket is another object. Clear? Fluid comes out from the rocket that develops the thrust on the rocket, means that pushes the rocket up. One is action, another one is reaction. Okay? Understand? First action and then reaction, that's not. As soon as that gases comes out of the rocket, what happened? Instantly it moves up. Which is first? We cannot say. Understand, in the rocket case, don't think that rocket is only one object. And Charles said action, reaction, action, two objects. What is happening? The star statement is wrong. Don't think like that. So rocket is another object, but from the rocket, the fuel, gases comes out, that pushes the rocket up. Gas we consider as another object. Understand? So I wanted to say two important points. Action and reaction acts simultaneously, first point. Second point, these two, action and reaction, occur in two bodies. When two bodies are in contact. One body acts on one body, exerts force on other one. Immediately another body exerts force on first body. So this how to be write? If you take F, B, A, means force on B due to A. If you take it positive, obviously equivalent force F, A, B. Understand? Opposite direction. That's why we mentioned minus. Magnitude remains same. Whatever FBA is there, then FB also same. Their magnitudes are equal. So FBA is equal to FAB. Clear? Remember this point. According to Newton, third law. Clear? Next, example problem 5. Very important question. This is not this year. Last year they asked this question in the NEET. They changed the numericals. I mean values changed. Fifth question: two identical billiard balls strikes a rigid ball with the same speed but at different angles and get reflected without any change in speed, shown in figure. The direction of the force on the wall due to each ball. The ratio of the magnitude of impulses imparted to the balls by the wall. Okay. First question and second question they asked. Two figures they given. This is the ball. First figure, ball striking the wall along straight direction. So this is initial velocity u, final velocity also u. Reason velocity remains same without changing the velocity. They changed only direction. Next, second one. This is very important. Second case. First case already we have done. That's not a big issue. Second one is this one. This angle theta and angle remains same. Velocity also remains same. Okay. Mass m they mentioned. Next, what is the first question? The direction of the force on wall due to each ball. Next, the ratio of the magnitudes of impulse imparted to the balls by the wall. In this case, what is the momentum formula? Impulse. They are the changing momentum. First case, the direction of the force. Okay, right. Impulse. First case I am writing. Impulse. What is our formula? mv minus mu. Right? But in both the cases, initial velocity, final velocity same. This I can write mu minus mu. What will happen? 0, right? Don't think here. If you substitute the values, we will get 0. But we did not substitute direction. Now we will write direction. Initial direction, positive direction, no problem. But final direction, when it is coming back, it is opposite. So this final momentum is negative. So this I can write mu. This is already positive. So minus mu. Total minus 2m. Clear? So wall, exact force on the ball, which direction? In this direction. Clear? Ball, exact force on the wall, positive direction. Right? This is the first case. Now come to the second case. In this case, how do we do? So here straight, no problem, but here inclination is there. Then when the velocity is in the plane, we need to take two components, along x direction, along y direction. So this is u, this is also u. Clear? Now if you resolve this, along this, which component is there? If you resolve, that is u cos theta. And another one is this resolve along the wall, that is u sin theta. Right? This is incoming. Now, after reflection, after bounce, this if you resolve, this is theta subtended side, u cos theta. This side, u sin theta. Now, impulse along x direction. Impulse along x direction. Okay, now we resolve this incoming and after reflection. Then how do we write? mv along x direction minus mu along x direction. So what is the v along x direction after reflection? They given as u. Understand? This is nothing but v. Then this, how do we write? This is u cos theta. Minus already there in the formula. M. What is the initial velocity coming? That is u cos theta. U cos theta. Right? Now we just written. Now take the directions. U cos theta is positive. After reflection, u cos theta is negative. So this is minus u cos theta minus mu cos theta. Then this will be minus 2m u cos theta. This is along x direction. Now come to y direction. Impulse along y direction. Okay. Now how do we write? M vy minus m uy. What is the vy? This one. This component along this direction. So m u sin theta minus m. What is the initial velocity along y direction? U sin theta. So u sin theta. Directions both are acting downwards. Downwards means negative. So this is minus mu sin theta minus of minus mu sin theta. Minus into minus plus. Minus mu sin theta plus mu sin theta. What is that? Answer 0. So there is no impulse along y direction. There is an impulse along x direction, that is minus 2 mu cos theta. When it is straight direction, minus 2 mu. Understand? And they asked, first question is over. Second question, the ratios of impulse. Impulse ratios they asked. First to second. Okay, first case to second case they asked. So first case impulse mu. Second case mu cos theta. In the book they mentioned theta as 30 degree. This theta is 30 degree. This is also 30 degree. Then this will be mu cancel 1 by cos 30. 1 by cos 30 means 1 by root 3 by 2. This is 2 by root 3. Of course, these 2 are minus also cancel. 2 by root 3. Yeah, 2 by root 3. But don't think the total question, like don't expect this total question in the exam. In the competitive exam, they may ask this individually or this individually. And here very important point. Keep theta, it makes an angle with x-axis. Now you do the same question. You try to do this one. Same ball, same billiard ball. Now it's making an angle theta with the ball. With the ball. In this case, there is no change in velocity. Initially u, finally also u. Then find the impulse. Impulse imparted by the ball on the ball. Okay, impulse imparted by the ball on ball you calculate. I just changed theta. In this case, theta is making an angle with x-axis. Of course, velocity direction. Here velocity making an angle theta with the ball. So you just think and give the answer. Otherwise I will no. I will see your answer, then after I will explain. Okay, next, conservation of momentum. Very important. Our law of conservation of momentum. Conservation of momentum or law of conservation of momentum. So this is one of the base
law. Okay, to understand physics, we need to understand this law perfectly. Okay, we will see in the next few more laws. Okay, now conservation of momentum. What is the general meaning of conservation? Conservation means constant. Momentum is constant. Whose momentum constant? System momentum is constant. System is nothing but a body. Okay, of group of bodies. We cannot say that it's an object or a body. But in the definition, we will take it as a system. What is a system? That all you will see. Now, how do we define this statement? The total momentum of an isolated system of interacting particles is conserved. Okay, system means what? Is a group of particles. Okay, object is nothing but a group of particles. Understand? Like that. So, understanding statement is very, very important. The total momentum of an isolated system of interacting particles is conserved. Okay? The total momentum of an isolated system of interacting particles is conserved. Means always constant. That we will see now. How? Okay, this figure not given in the textbook, but to understand I am drawing here. This is an object A. Okay, object A. Mass is Ma. Another object you take it of B. Okay, mass Mb. These two are moving. Clear? This is moving with UA and this is moving with UB. They reach a velocities. Right? Then how do we write momentum of A? Momentum of A we will write Ma UA. What is the momentum of B? PB. This is MB UB. Am I right? Initial momentum of this system. We are taking these two as a system. Then how do we write? MA UA plus MB UB. Or this we can write P initial is equal to PA plus PB. Am I correct or not? Correct. Now, here there is an impact. The reason is UA is greater than UB. What happened? This A is hit the B. Same again, MA and this is MB. This applied force on A is applied force B, FAB, or how do you take FA is force due to A on B, and this is FBA, force on A due to B, or to avoid the confusion I will write like this, FBA or FAB. FA means force of A on B, FB means force of B on A. This is happening in a short interval of time delta T. Clear? So according in this situation, according to Newton's law, what is that? FAB is equal to minus FBA. Am I correct or not? This is according to Newton third law. Now multiply with delta T. Clear? Now after this, what happened? After impact, then this is moving with mass of A not changes. This velocity will become VA, this velocity will become VB, right? Am I correct or not? Now final momentum P dash is what? Momentum of first body MA, next P dash B. What is this? MB, VB. Am I correct? What is the final momentum? P final. How do we write? P A dash plus P B dash. Or this we can write PF is equal to MA VA plus MB VB. After impact, masses not changes. There is a change in velocity compulsory. Masses do not change. Which will be changes. Velocity will changes. The change in velocity I taken VA, VB. Why velocity changes? Because here they have an impact. So one applying force on other, and A is applying force on B, B is applying force on A. So here I take a Newton third law, right? Now F into AB, what is that? F into AB, or F into delta T. It is an impulse, right? It is an impulse. Here also impulse. Then how do we write? Impulse in A, impulse in B. Okay? Now impulse in A, this is impulse in B. How do we write impulse in A? Impulse in A, I can write change in momentum of A. So this is M. Change in momentum, how do we write? MA minus MAUA is equal to minus. This is impulse in B. This is MB minus VB minus of MBUB. Am I correct? Impulse in A, impulse in B. Okay? Then this I can write MAVA minus MAUA minus multiply this minus MBUB VB plus MBUB. Now this is V term actually. V terms one side, U terms one side, right? MAVA plus MBVB is equal to MBUB. This minus MAUA comes this side plus MAUA. What is this? PA dash plus PA dash plus PB dash is equal to PA plus PB. What is this? This is P final. This is P initial. What does it mean? Initial momentum is equal to final momentum. Is momentum changed in this process of the system? Not changed. Before and after. Before momentum is equal to, initial momentum is equal to final momentum. Momentum is constant. This is called law of conservation of momentum. Right? These are all moving in straight line. Understand? If there are different directions, that we will see in numerical problems. Clear? How to apply this law of conservation of momentum. I hope you are understand. This is initial momentum. Here impact is there. In impact, what happened? A apply the force on B, B apply the force on A. So we followed Newton third law. FAB is equal to minus FBA. One is action, another one reaction. We multiply with T because this process taken place in short interval of time. Force applied in short interval of time. So multiply with T. So this is what? Change in, this is impulse on A, this is impulse of B. So impulse of A I written, impulse of B written. Again I rearrange. We got final momentum is equal to initial momentum. Right? So you take this, make a note on this. This we do expect for 5 marks.